appropriate to bury the Hunter Biden.
You're talking about the press doing that?
He's saying that's what they did, and that is what they did. They buried the Hunter Biden story to get past this endless, unforgiving, zero-tolerance mindset bent on punishing and disappearing anyone caught saying the wrong thing.
Bill Maher has once again taken the media world by storm, leaving audiences stunned as he challenged Democratic policies, exposed media hypocrisy, and even defended former President Donald Trump on key points. Known for his sharp commentary and fearless opinions, Maher didn't hold back in his recent critiques of both the Democratic Party and the state of modern media, including CNN. His commentary has reignited debates over the failures of the Democratic agenda, Gen Z's disconnection from history, and the increasing frustration of American parents with today's education system. During his recent show, Maher dissected how Democrats have alienated themselves from voters, focusing on performative activism instead of real solutions. One of the highlights of his criticism was aimed at the "End Racism" slogans painted in football end zones during the Trump administration. Maher openly mocked the move, questioning its efficacy in combating racism. If you're a racist, do you see "End Racism" in the end zone and suddenly change your ways? Maher asked, sparking laughter from the audience. For him, these symbolic gestures serve no practical purpose and fail to address the systemic issues they're meant to target. Maher went further, citing a staggering report from the Government Accountability Office that revealed trillions of dollars in improper payments made by the government over the past 2 decades. In 2023 alone, $236 billion of improper payments were made, Maher pointed out, highlighting the immense waste in federal spending. He sarcastically compared the inefficiency to modern appliances, saying, "Washing machines did more for women's liberation than 1,000 lesbian-run bookstores," drawing laughs while emphasizing how government policies often miss the mark on making real, impactful changes. Maher's recent show also featured Representative Byron Donalds, who openly criticized the Biden administration for its lack of transparency. Donalds pointed out that, under Trump, at least the public knew what was happening, even if the actions were controversial. Under the Biden administration, they operate in the shadows, Donalds said, accusing Biden's White House of withholding critical information. Donalds praised Trump for making his policies clear and direct, contrasting it with Biden's so-called shadow presidency. Maher agreed, adding that knowing what a government is doing, even if controversial, is better than being kept in the dark. The tension didn't stop there. Maher also took aim at some of the more absurd elements of liberal culture, highlighting trends like liberal women wearing blue bracelets to signal that they're Democrats and therefore safe to approach. He ridiculed the absurdity of such a gesture, pointing out that it's emblematic of a growing cultural divide. Maher also criticized young women pledging never to date or have relationships with men who voted for Trump, sarcastically calling it an embargo on sex and mocking the egotistical notion that this would serve as meaningful punishment. But perhaps the most impactful part of Maher's commentary came when he addressed the current generation's disconnection from historical context. He pointed out a disturbing trend where many Gen Z individuals view the Founding Fathers as villains rather than heroes. In 1776, James Monroe was 18, Alexander Hamilton was 21, and James Madison was 25, Maher said, emphasizing the youth of America's founders. What have you done at that age? They started a country. By drawing this comparison, Maher highlighted the stark differences between past generations' contributions and the current generation's tendency to criticize without action. Maher's critique extended to education and the role of parents in shaping their children's lives. He argued that Democrats have alienated parents by prioritizing progressive agendas over parental rights. He cited recent controversies where schools kept information about children's gender transitions hidden from their parents, labeling such actions as an overreach. "Parents are tired of coming second in the who decides what's best for my kids contest," Maher said, emphasizing the frustrations of many Americans who feel excluded from critical decisions about their children's education. In his most scathing remarks, Maher accused the Democrats of viewing election losses as products of racism and sexism rather than failures in messaging and policy. He criticized their reliance on, "In this House we believe," lawn signs and empty slogans, arguing that these surface-level gestures fail to resonate with everyday Americans. Maher also questioned the party's approach to science, calling out their refusal to debate whether COVID-19 could have originated from a Wuhan lab, despite evidence pointing in that direction. Democrats have become like a royal family, so inbred with their ideas that they've lost touch with reality, Maher quipped, driving home his point about the party's disconnect from the average voter. Despite his harsh critiques, Maher clarified that his intention isn't to align with conservatives but to hold Democrats accountable and push them toward improvement. His ability to call out his own side has earned him respect from across the political spectrum.
It's just gone on too long. Nobody cares anymore. I don't want to live in your paranoid world anymore.
Though it has also drawn criticism from progressives who accuse him of pandering to the right. What do you think? Has Bill Maher exposed the Democrats' failures? Or is this just another instance of political theater? Share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to